What's up guys, I'm Phoenix Master 1 and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and today I'm going to be summoning on the Kitsune and the Wolfskin banner, and as always with a new banner comes a new giveaway. So I'm giving away a $25 Google Play or an iTunes gift card, which roughly amounts to 40-45 Orbs depending on if you've got a different currency or which Orb packages you buy, and the link to it is going to be in the description. I also have the Grails Devoted banner giveaway going on, so you can participate in that giveaway as well. Both of these have got individual prizes and these are region-free giveaways, so anyone can enter. So the link to it is going to be in the description, and let us begin with the summoning. On this banner, I do want to get all of the units because I want to make a Beast Emblem showcase once again, but with these Beast units, kind of like how I did for the Tullius units. So let's go with the Redstone, hoping for Keaton on my free summon. Nope, it's going to be Ray or Selif, someone. Okay, it's Shida, not really all that bad. She does have 4-5 flyers. I really like these Beast units, even though I might not be the biggest fan of them as a character per se, like for some of these Beast units, because I just like the fact that we have got Beast units after such a long time, and I really enjoy using them in my teams. Tibarn is my favorite Beast unit. I've been using him everywhere for everything, for Ether Raid's defense, for offense, for Arena Assault, for dealing with the green threats, of course. If you guys remember my Arena Showcase where I faced 44 searchers and Tibarn took care of all of them without any kind of trouble. So I do enjoy using Tibarn a lot, and in general like Beast units. After Tibarn, I will probably say like Nyla is my second favorite Beast unit, but I can see that Keaton can be a really good unit as well, and I really want to get these Beast units. You guys really enjoyed that Beast Emblem showcase and also the Ike Emblem in the recent times. Okay, let's see. Velouria, come on. Get summoned. Velouria does have a chance of getting demoted, but she does have increased BST, so not really too sure about that. Her skill set is somewhat that can be demoted because you do have close defense and like Ward Beast, I think she has that. Okay, so let's go with the Redstone. Kaden and Velouria are definitely the prime candidates for demotion. It will either be one of them or none of them, probably. And in the best case scenario, both of them get demoted, but that's kind of unlikely because it's been like more than 1.5 years since they have demoted like 2 units on a banner. They stopped doing that all the way back in 2017, I remember, on the Seth banner, where we got Emilia, Ines, and also Tana. Because they could have definitely demoted, I guess, someone like, I don't know, Ines. Because he didn't really have all that good of a base kit, even at that time with Fortress Resistance. Okay, so we have got Gaius. Gaius and Keaton did have the same voice actor in their original games, but Keaton's voice actor has been changed in Heroes, and even Selkie's voice actress has been changed. And this is going to be Kagero. Okay, we got Kagero and Saizo in the same batch, and their son Asugi in a way. I mean, this is not really Asugi, but still, okay, that's good. I do ship Kagero and Saizo because it is kind of like a canon pairing, because they were together for quite a while, but then they broke up, I guess, when they were retainers of Ryoma, because they had too many differences or something like that, or they wanted to focus on their duty. But I know a lot of people do ship Kagero with Ryoma for I think passing that strength modifier to Shiro. Okay, let's go with this Redstone, hoping for Keaton once again. I did get the plus speed IV Libra, which I wanted, so that's why it's not on the wish list. And I just have the units which I want to fodder off for the wish list. There isn't really any kind of merge project I'm working on right now, so yeah, I don't really want to get anything other than like good fodder units if I'm not getting the focus units, or I guess 5-star units. That is going to be Faye. Okay. I'm going to be doing full circles because there is a focus unit for each color on this banner. Out of these units, I think my favorite one has to be Keaton, because I loved his voice actor in Fates. and also his work in Awakening as Gaius. So Keaton is definitely my favorite beast unit. He doesn't have the same voice actor, but he was my favorite beast unit from Fates. So still I do want to get him, and he's a really powerful unit in Heroes. He has got 41 base attack. That's not a joke. He also has really high defense and a brave weapon that can double in both phases, and can also have the special damage increased with his transformation. So he's a really powerful unit, and I would love to have him in my barracks. And the least favorite one out of these units has to be Kaden, because I didn't really use Kaden all that much in Birthright. I mean, Birthright was easy as it is, and I didn't really like him as a character all that much in Conquest, because he kind of just viciously attacks Corrin and gets his entire tribe massacred for no reason. So I didn't really like. I mean, I can understand why he would do that, because he's the chieftain of his tribe, but still, I mean, he could just test those humans and see if they've got the right intentions or not. Keaton was way more chill. Okay, I'm gonna get Mikoto here. I mean, yeah, you're Fates unit, but still. Minus speed plus resistance. Brazen attack res is something which you could fodder off for. Infantry rush isn't really all that good of a skill, unless you run like a full infantry team a lot. It's definitely quite situational. Flash plus is definitely a good skill, I guess, so I'm gonna definitely fodder off, I think. I don't really remember the IVs of my Mikoto. If she has got bad IVs, I'll probably merge her, but okay, we're gonna get begin. Yeah, I found Keaton to be much more chill, and from what I can remember, the reason why Keaton attacked was actually because of Iago in Birthright. Now, it has been a while since I've touched Fates, but still, I could remember at least that much, I think. Keaton was pretty chill, so yeah, Keaton, most liked beast unit out of this banner. Kaden, probably the least one. I find his daughter to be much better in general for combat. I mean, obviously, she's an excellent dodge tank in Wi-Fi battles for Fates, if you run all kinds of breakers on her. If you guys remember, I did do a Beast Emblem showcase in Fates Wi-Fi battles as well with the same team. That we have got this banner for. So I'm gonna do it once again with Arena, and I'm gonna get Kaden. Okay, Kaden heard me. Talk smack about him. It's okay, Kaden. I think you're probably trying to convince me. He is minus defense, plus HP. His weapon does give him extra 3 defense. He's a fantastic teammate with any kind of buff bot. He might probably get demoted, I guess. Speed Res Link isn't really all that good. It's definitely one of the least useful link skills in my opinion. And Goat Beasts. Yeah, he's probably gonna get demoted if they're gonna be demoting anyone. I definitely like his art a lot. I think his art is my favorite one out of any of these units on this banner, which is kind of strange because I'm not really the biggest fan of him. So I got Kaden, so no reason to summon on the green stones now. Let's go for the colorless stone. He's a cavalry unit, plus HP is pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna get Setsuna. I also like the fact that they have referenced his habit of returning back the favors, even if it's a small favor, with his weapon, because he can give back the buffs which he has received, which is actually fantastic. I really like when they do things like these with the weapons and the skill sets of these units. Like with Quan's weapon, that was fantastic what they did. So no reason to summon on the green stones anymore. Just gonna be skipping them and gonna be summoning on the other 3 colors. Now let us begin with some of the questions which you guys have left on my summoning videos. As always, if you have any kind of question which you would like me to answer in the summoning videos, you could leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try my best to answer in the upcoming summoning videos. I do usually compile them and keep them in a folder because it's really hard to like answer every single question I would have got in the previous summoning video. So the first one is from Amanda. She's a really active viewer on my channel. I do recognize her name and her profile picture. So she's asking, which holiday is your favorite and which seasonal special banners do you like the most? I feel like Intelligent Systems does their best with Valentine's Day, and perhaps their worst with spring, with the repetitive bunny suits. They're cute, but they're more than they could. Yeah, I completely agree with her actually, and my favorite seasonal special banners have to be Valentine. Now, definitely, because we got Tellius units in the Valentine banner, and I really wanted some kind of seasonal alt of Soren, Ike, or just Grail mercenaries in general. So Valentine has to be my favorite season in Fire Emblem Heroes. We definitely see some really great units, and I think the reason for that is because there's not really a lot of room for them to mess it up. And in my opinion, bunny suits, yeah, they're probably the worst ones because they do get repetitive. And in my opinion, Halloween can also use some work. I would like more scary outfits for Halloween. The best one we have got so far is, I guess, Jacob and Halloween Niles. Mer is also pretty nice. I really like her art, but when she transforms, her model is same as her original version. I would have definitely liked if they gave her some kind of black dragon model or had some kind of accessory even when she transformed. But nope. Would have been really awesome if they had done anything with that. So yeah, Valentine is definitely my favorite season in Fire Emblem Heroes. The first Valentine banner was also really nice. Had Valentine Hector and Valentine Eliwood. And I do like Valentine Lynn a lot as well. Okay, I accidentally backed out when I had like 2 blue stones. I was just looking at my screen. So that's a mistake. Hopefully none of them had a Selkie, because I would definitely regret that. Yeah, misclicks happen. I used to misclick a lot when I used to play Pokemon Showdown. So yeah, misclicks do happen. We got Hero and Donald. Hopefully none of those stones had Selkie. Someone said this in my comments that they should reveal the units present in the summoning stones which you didn't summon on. And I think if they actually did that, that would be such a salt maker, because you would just have that regret and you would have to live with that forever. Like, imagine being a free-to-play player, saving like a good amount of orbs, and then you run out of the orbs and you get the choice of summoning on one of the 2 stones of the color you want to summon on, and you find out the stone which you didn't summon on had the focus unit. Yeah, that could be heartbreaking, so that's why they probably do not do that. Okay, so I'm gonna get Selena. That's some nice reposition. Okay, so let's go with the colorless, hoping for Velouria. We did get Kaden, so Selkie should show up soon, probably. Alright. Come on. She's a great teammate with someone like Ophelia. She also has the same voice actress. And she actually pairs up really well with her father, Keaton, for setting up his special spiral. Hoping I could summon Keaton here. This is the perfect batch, actually. Doesn't have a green stone. And has got all of these stones which I want to summon on. Alright, so the next question. And this is a question which was left on a summoning video of mine, I think a month back. And he has been asking me to answer this in a summoning video after that. Do you follow DC? If yes, how do you think DCEU portrayed the heroes, and what do you think they did good or wrong with the movies? So yes, I do follow DC. I honestly watch any kind of superhero movie, as bad or as good they might be. If that's a superhero movie, I will just go there and watch it, and if it's a good animated movie, I will also watch that. That's just how I do things. I'm not really a Marvel fanboy, even though I drop a lot of memes of that, because Marvel clearly has a lot of flaws too with how formulaic their films can be, and how they don't really have a lot of good villains. Like, there are only a handful of good villains in Marvel universe, but Marvel does it much better, like in terms of portraying their characters, than DC. James Gunn is going to be directing Suicide Squad 2, I think. So there might be hope there. But I don't really know. So I think they completely misrepresent the DC superheroes with their movies. Like, Batman kills, Superman does not think, does not use his full superpowers. It just does not go up with how these superheroes are. And the problem with them is that everyone knows what Batman and Superman was even before the movies. But with some of the Marvel heroes, nobody knew them. So they do have a lot of room of experimentation with those characters with Marvel, but with DCEU, they don't really have a lot of room because these superheroes already have established fan bases. So any kind of thing which they do wrong is going to be heavily criticized. So I just feel like DCU portrays heroes with with a lot of soul. Yeah, it doesn't really, I don't know, it's really hard for me to explain. Like, characters and those movies in general feel pretty stiff to me compared to what Marvel can be. Now, don't get me wrong, some of the Marvel movies can also feel really stiff, some of the Thor movies in particular, but like DC has a problem with that. Like, superheroes in DC movies don't really have a lot of character, I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna get Selkie. Speaking of character, she's quite a bit of a character with her new voice actress. Has come under a lot of criticism. Plus resistance, that's absolutely fantastic. That's one of the best boons you could ask for on a Selkie. She's got that weapon, iceberg, attack speed bond, which is such a bad skill on a cavalry unit, to be honest. Even res wave and sabotage attack. Yeah, pretty nice. I got Selkie, I got Kaden. So Kitsunes are done. I just need to get the Wolfskins and the Wolf Zegners. I guess I'm just gonna back out then. Yeah, so that's the problem I have with DC. Even though Aquaman and Wonder Woman were pretty good movies for DC standards, but they still have really big room they can improve on. Like with Batman versus Superman, they nerfed like Superman really hard. He didn't use like a lot of his powers, which he could in comics, and he didn't really think all that much, which is kind of strange. And Justice League, oh my god, that movie. That movie was, oh my god. It's really even hard to criticize it because it's in its league of its own when it comes to being bad. Yeah, so I don't really like a lot of DC movies other than like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. I mean, they're still pretty decent, but they also do have flaws. Aquaman also feels a bit stiff many times in the movie. But yeah, that's my general consensus on DC movies. They can improve a lot. And Zack Snyder has completely annihilated DCEU as of right now, with how much people criticize DCEU and its movies in general. Okay, I really need to pay more attention to my main screen. I summoned Odin and Arthur. I shouldn't be summoning on blue and greens. Just gonna be summoning on red and colorless now, and gonna be paying more attention. I was just reading his whole comment actually. Yeah, Aquaman was pretty good actually, but the standard which DC has set isn't really all that high, because we could see a movie like Ant-Man and the Wasp and it wasn't really all that bad, but still by the standards which Marvel has set, it was definitely below average. I felt like the first Ant-Man movie was much better. Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't really all that good. Yeah, they could actually portray Batman much better. I really do like him a lot, but it's kind of sad how they portray him in DCU. Alright, that's the second question. The third one is actually a pretty popular one, so I thought I would just answer this in a video. I do get this a lot on my Twitter and also in YouTube comments. So what software do you use to make your thumbnails and backgrounds? Also, where do you get your PNGs for the details in the video? If you have already answered that, then do you have any kind of advice for the people who are trying to start out with Fire Emblem videos? Alright, so first thing first. I use Photoshop to make my thumbnails. Everything, any kind of graphics which you see on my account has been made with Photoshop. And I use Premiere Pro CC 2018 for video editing. So those are the two softwares I use, and a lot of people might ask how I record this gameplay. I use the Memo emulator. I've been using it for years now, and I use OBS Studio to record it. It's a free software, so you could easily get that, and Audacity, of course, to record my audio. So those are the softwares which I use. Hopefully that helps and answers the question which a lot of people have. And for the people who are trying to start out with Fire Emblem videos, my advice would definitely be to find your niche, something which you are really good at and which has not been done all that much. Now, even though a thing has been done many times before you have started, you could definitely try your hand at that, because you could definitely have more quality than the content which already exists in that kind of field, which has already been done. Still having unique content compared to the existing one definitely puts you in higher speed in terms of growth, in my opinion. And just do not try to be someone else. It's really easy for any kind of starting out YouTuber to be kind of take the persona and things of already existing YouTubers. But here's the thing, you cannot be the best version of someone else. That person is always going to be their best version. So even though you might be copying them or getting some inspiration here and there, try to not lose yourself. I know, because I also had that kind of problem when I was young, when I was starting out with YouTube. I would also do that. It's a common thing. So that's definitely an advice I would like to give. Don't lose yourself. Don't try to like copy the persona or the things of some other YouTuber, especially starting out, because people will just see you as a copy of another content creator who has been there before you. It also happens a lot of the time, like subconsciously, because people do watch YouTubers a lot and they really feel inspired to make those videos. So they do have some kind of flavor which matches the flavor of the other YouTuber which they are watching, but you definitely have to be self-aware about that, in my opinion, starting out. And just do not focus yourself with the numbers when you're starting out with YouTube, because that's not the right way of doing things. I know a lot of YouTubers do concern themselves with numbers and whatnot, but starting out you cannot do that, because you have to have fun while making videos. Otherwise, the people watching your videos will also not have fun. That's the main thing which you have to keep in mind, because if you're having fun, you essentially cannot lose, because it's just a good hobby then. So yeah, that's my advice, and those are the softwares which I use. Not getting Keaton and Velouria for some reason. Come on, Keaton, I praise you greatly. Just get summoned. He's like the infantry version of Sword Reinhardt, except for the fact that he can have access to Wrath and the Breath skills. And of course run Special Spiral, which Sword Reinhardt cannot. Okay, I'm gonna get Chrom. That's some nice ether. The new chapter was actually pretty nice. It was predictable, but the writing has definitely increased in terms of quality, I feel like. Especially with the last Forging Bonds event, with all of the Laguz units. I mean, they still have room of improvement, but still, I mean, it has definitely improved in terms of quality, I feel like. I definitely enjoyed the latest chapter. It was really nice seeing the dynamic between Gustav and Alphonse. It was definitely predictable, but nice. I mean, things can be predictable and still be enjoyable. Okay, so I'm gonna get Clarine. Your mother is pretty much confirmed for Brave Redux now that we got these beast units on this banner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Luis is gonna be in the Brave Redux banner, or any kind of like the Far-Fetched Heroes banner, whatever they call that this time. Okay, I'm gonna get Corin. Yeah, it's a shame that you cannot have Corin and Velouria on the same teams to support one unit, because you can only have one support at a time. So that's definitely a shame, because having those buffs with Corin and having that special cooldown with Velouria would be just absolutely insane. Especially for arena bonus units. So Velouria, if she does end up getting demoted, is going to be a fantastic cheerleader. Because of the special cooldown that she can provide. Okay. She's such a strong colorless melee. We didn't really have any kind of that powerful physical colorless melee. We just had Leon. I mean, Leon wasn't really one for fighting. Okay, I'm gonna get Legault here. That's pretty good. Attack tactic. But the thing is that I don't really use tactic teams all that much, like mixed teams all that much. So that's why you don't really see Legault all that much in my wish list. I did used to have him, but I think I've got enough copies of him for the use as of right now. Alright, so let's go with this colorless. It is gonna be Niles. Okay, we're in Nar. Alright, so let's move on to the next question. Why do you think Micaiah reached number 1 in Choose Your Legends 3? And why she's so popular nowadays? And what do you think of her? Personally, loved her ever since my first Radiant Dawn playthrough. Also, it was my first FE. Okay, you played the sequel first. Yeah, I think I did share my thoughts on Micaiah winning in my Choose Your Legends reaction video, the results one. Because Micaiah before Heroes was hated so much. Honestly, I was really surprised that she won number 1. But the thing is that in Heroes, she's definitely appreciated a lot more and has got a big fan base. Even though okay, I'm gonna get Tibarn. Wow, my favorite beast unit. The Hawk King was pleased with the appreciation at the start. Minus attack Tibarn. I mean, okay, I could use him for sturdy impact, but there isn't really any kind of unit I would like to give that skill to. So probably just gonna merge him, I think.
If you find your...
Yeah. So yeah, she does have a pretty big fan base in Heroes, even though they have probably not played her game like many people. And that's fine. Fire Emblem Heroes do have a lot of players where they haven't really played the game of their favorite unit, which is fine. And the reason for that is because Ether Raids. Micaiah has definitely got a renewed popularity because of Ether Raids, because of how good she is. Both of her versions, actually, she's fantastic. And above that, she's got a really good art. She's got a fantastic voice actress. And she's also a really, really powerful unit with dual effectiveness. So I think those points actually contribute a lot than a lot of people might think to the popularity of a unit. So that's why I think Micaiah reached number 1. And also, people thought they didn't really want to have Camilla get the first spot, which in my opinion doesn't really do much because Brave Veronica was the second female from Choose Your Legends 2, but still she's better than Brave Selkie, even though she lacks an exclusive skill. In my opinion, first or second position doesn't really matter. So yeah, those were the reasons why Micaiah probably won. At least that's what I think. And I think, and this is a point which a lot of people brought forward, was that I was referring to the time back when Radiant Dawn came out and people used to criticize her a lot. And she was a really hated character, at least online. The hate which Micaiah had, or the haters, I guess, shifted their focus from Micaiah to other characters from the games that came after Radiant Dawn, which I think is a pretty fair comment, because someone like Perry is probably more hateable than Micaiah, or even Corrin, I guess, for their dumb decisions in Conquest or in general. So yeah, makes sense to me. Definitely makes sense. And even Xander to an extent. I mean, I don't really like Xander all that much, so I can see why someone who might not like Micaiah would just shift their focus on characters from a newer game. So that makes sense. So those are probably the reasons. Okay, I'm gonna get Sophia back to back. Can I have Velouria, please? I want to make this Beast Emblem team and make this arena showcase. Okay, I'm gonna get Kaze. I mean, we are in Fates. We're getting all of these Fates units. Like, I mean, not Sophia, for sure. Okay, no red stones. Keaton, come on, man. You're so chilled. Why are you not showing up? George. I'm a bit disappointed that Keaton doesn't have his crit code. This is the last thing you'll see in Heroes. I think he should have got that. They made like a new code for him in Heroes, I think. I did listen to his voice lines. Okay, I'm gonna back out then. Okay, 2 redstones. Keaton could be here. I could actually get Keaton. Okay, I'm gonna get Hinata. I could get Keaton here. Hinata is on my wish list, so yeah, happy to have to remaster himself. Okay, it's gonna be Sarah. If you get multiple copies of Selkie, you could probably use her for sabotage attack on your arena cheerleader. Okay, I'm gonna get Flora. As I was speaking of Speaking of sabotage attack, she's actually a pretty good user of that because of her high resistance. Plus attack, minus defense. Yeah, that's fantastic. But I'm still going to be using her for attack res solo. Most likely. And you could actually, in March, you'll be able to fodder her off for attack res solo and also quick riposte 3. Because in March, we're going to be able to inherit 4 skills at a time. So you should definitely save off on sacrificing some of the units, in my opinion. And just wait for March. Okay, 50 orbs to go. Pretty good batch. I mean, 3 stones are good. Olivia, okay. It's gonna be... Okay, it's gonna be this colorless stone that we're gonna summon on. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So, the next question is asking me, what were your unexpected summons in Heroes? Mine were a plus attack minus HP Selkie on the Muscle Banner and a neutral IV Mia. I almost read that as Milla. I was like, when did Milla get released? In the Ephraim and Mer Banter Battle Banner. Okay, so the most unexpected summon for me was Legendary Lucina on my birthday, if you remember that summoning video. I also got like 3 Nearest Camilla on that banner. Funnily enough, and also had a fan art made out of that. I'm gonna put that on screen right now. Yeah, that was definitely my unexpected summon in Heroes. Most unexpected. Getting a legendary hero as your free summon was fantastic. That summoning session on my birthday in general was absolutely fantastic. Okay, so Redstone, Keaton. Okay, no, it's gonna be Athena. They should have skills like Sturdy, Blow, Enforcer, Pool. Like, even for this skill, we have to upgrade Athena. Come on. Okay. Mirror Strike is available on Oliver. So Sturdy, Blow can also be actually on a 4-star unit. Okay, 24 orbs to go. Let's see. Okay, that's a fantastic batch. I could get Keaton here. Nope, it's gonna be Selena. Let's go with this. Okay, Lissa. This is a plus speed minus defense. Okay. Okay, I'll be able to do like a YOLO summon after this, I guess. Yeah, probably gonna do that. Actually, I shouldn't do the YOLO summon because I need to summon like on 2 stones to get 2 units. Leave. Okay. The boy from Thracia. Steady Blow, yeah, I'm just gonna be merging him. Doesn't really have anything for fodder. I mean, Drive Attack is a skill which you could fodder him off for, but you might as well just use your Grails to summon Grumarth. So just gonna merge him. I think I'm gonna be at +5 Leaf after this. Wow. Okay, so I got Leaf. My appearance rate is at 3. So yeah, no point in going with the YOLO summon. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please be sure to leave a like. I'm gonna probably try to get Velouria and Keaton off screen with the Forging Bond tickets. I haven't really done Forging Bonds, and also the Chain Challenge and the quests from the chapter, because I haven't also done that. Make sure to let me know about your summons in the comment section down below. You could even tweet them at me on my Twitter. And if you enjoyed, then please be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't already, then make sure to subscribe for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. And be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can get the updates for my videos. Because YouTube sub boxes are about as fast as Keaton with a brave weapon. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.